grandmother always told me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. What the fuck is wrong with you bitches outing y'all mans and telling everybody they're on the down low, but you're on the down low still fucking them? Bitch, what's wrong with you? You see what the problem is? You bitches just don't want to keep it real that the dick is just too good that you just don't want to let it go. But newsflash, honey, if you don't want no shit on that clit of yours, you best get rid of Carl immediately because there's feces all in and out and through your cat if you don't get rid of that DL bottom top of yours. And you know, the real tea is, you thought you was in competition with a bitch, but you in competition with a man. And ain't no bitch sucking dick better than a man, bitch. So move along, bitch. There's no need to out him. Let him live and be free. Go get you another man, one that you know is walking a straight line and not one that's going crooked and going in places where he belongs, because that's what the fuck he want to do. You don't own him, bitch. I know you love him, but just let him go. Let it go. Let it go.
Well, not one lie told. Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How you doing? JQ, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Boy. What a long week. You know what? I want me some turkey wings. You got some good old turkey wings put in the oven. Or a slow cook. I might do them in a slow cooker. Yeah, with some rice. And yellow rice to be specific. I want some yellow rice. With some green beans. I think I'm going to cook that today. You know what I'm saying? Shani. You know? But y'all, you know, today I'm out. I'm out, was supposed to be out. But, you know, technically I'm out. I ain't got nothing to do with schedule today. And I needed me a off day today. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on out here in the climate. They locking folks up for commenting on Buddy Death. You know what I'm saying? There's a few things going on. They hanging black people from trees. I'll be talking about a little bit of that next week. There's a lot going on out here. But, yeah. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into some of these topics today. I only got a few topics today, so I ain't going to be in here too long. Might be in here regular time period, you know. How y'all day is, though. You know what I'm saying? Drop down in the comment. Let me know how y'all day been. How y'all week been going. Shit, you know, I want to hear some feedback. You know, we're going to go ahead.
I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are. I'm listening. Okay. Like, your OG is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man. Can you stop? Can you stop? Wendy Williams is your OG. Wasn't she your boss? Yeah, at one point. So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect. But because we have different trauma, like we're different. Like I'm not the kind of guy that would I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran. Yeah. I'd rather get my ass whipped, and it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay. You got a problem with gay people? Not at all. I got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. This is hilarious. You're gay. This is hilarious. So what I'm saying is, you might, because you started in gossip, which is, you know, is very feminine, and you want people to listen to you, and that we want people that represent masculinity, because men need to be doing what they need to do as men. They don't need to be worried about girl stuff. Do you think he's masculine? Would you want this man around you if 10 guys jumped you? He'd run, and you'd have to run with him. I like my women to feel safe when they're around me. I don't tell people, and I'm not saying that's your way, but you're just not masculine. I've seen him run. I've seen. I looked at a whole reel of. There's like a thing that says how many people bark. There's stuff that how many times you play with, talk about other people's genitals. You real masculine men don't do that. You said that some guys was throwing you kisses because they liked your paws butt, and you went back. That's gay.
Why do you have such a problem with gay?
I don't have a problem. I have a problem with you. Wait. No. Yeah, that is why I pause. There's a lot of people like you. There's a lot of people like you that are gay that pretend they're not.
Black men can't be gay.
Black men that are gay should say they're gay.
Well, I'm not gay.
You are. You're gay. Anyway, now let me talk to you. Let me ask you. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't. And you won't do shit.
See, Dame, this is what you said, Patty. So just so you know, because I knew you was going to say
that. I've seen you run.
Yes.
I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you would talk like that. I would have fucked you up. But I'm not going to do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got beat up. But I wouldn't have got beat up. Listen to this. So let me say one more thing before I leave.
I have so many questions.
All right. Oh, you're right.
You want to leave. You can't get in your emotions and want to leave, Dave.
No, what I'm saying is when you interrupt me and you say certain things, so where I'm from, the masculine man will fuck you up.
Yeah.
But because let me finish. No, I didn't. I said
not gonna happen.
I didn't say that. I said I could, and you wouldn't do anything.
And we will fight.
I didn't see that on tape. You ran.
Yeah, because it was 4 guys, but that's cool.
Wait. Ask what happened when 30 guys jumped me.
Respect.
I got that ass whipping, but I fucked them niggas up.
I think it's been some head trauma ever since.
Yeah. Hey, yo, pause. Come on.
What I think about Dame Dash calling Charlemagne gay. And there's another question. Do you think Charlemagne is a representation of male masculinity? So I'm going to answer both of them. First, what do I think about Dame Dash calling Charlemagne gay? For those of you who have not watched this interview, go watch it. A lot of people, I saw 50-50 when it came to the comments. Like, some people were on Dame Dash side, and some people were on Charlemagne's side. A lot of people were saying stuff like, Dame tried to control the narrative, and I saw a lot more people on Charlemagne's side, though, for me. Even when I watched the show out the day after, people that called in, they were on Charlemagne's side. So I saw, I did see a good 50-50 in the comments, but to me, I see a lot of people on Charlemagne's side. Dame Dash calling him gay. I don't know. I guess I didn't read so much into that. I saw a man who knew these other men, Envy and Charlemagne. I don't know about Lauren and Jess, but Envy and Charlemagne. And they all come from a certain, I guess, have history in radio and entertainment, so they know each other. And they know of certain cultures, like the masculine culture, outside of radio. Like, and I'm only saying that because he kept saying, if I was outside here, I would have fucked you up. I would have fucked you up. I would have fucked you up. But I saw a man who came up there to clear his name for, I guess, some wrongful things that they had allegedly said about him. And so he started the conversation off saying, I'm here because we have a line of respect for each other, and I want to address some things that you guys have said about me. If I allow you to speak, I would like the same respect of you allowing me to speak and not cut me off. When people cut me off, that is a trigger moment for me. I learned that in therapy. So I would just like for us to have respect for each other, as men going forward. And they agreed. They agreed to have respect. They agreed not to cut him off. They agreed to allow him to ask his questions. And he agreed to let them ask him a few questions or whatever. And he set the tone right off the bat for the interview. Now, during the interview, they would ask him a question, right? And a lot of times he would answer it, but kind of start off with his own question. And I get what they were, I guess, kind of injecting a little bit, like Charlemagne them was, because to them, they were like, how you going to answer a question with a question? So I kind of understood just a little tiny bit. But if you allowed him to, you can't tell, like Dame said, you can't tell him how to respond. His response is asking you a question that's pertaining to the question that you asked him, because his answer is going to lead off of your answer. Like a lot of them, they were talking about $1 billion, and he said something like, have y'all ever touched $1 billion? They were like, no. This was after they asked him a question about him being, I think, broke. I could be wrong, y'all. Don't quote me on this, but they asked him something about being broke, and he was like, they was like, no. And he, in his brain, he like, well, how y'all gonna talk shit about me when none of y'all ain't even touched the type of money that I touched? None of them sat up there and disagreed or nothing. Every question he asked them, they didn't really have an answer for. But from the way I saw it, like the way he was rebuttaling, kind of like, how y'all? That's why he asking them questions when they ask him a question, so that it leans into his response. Like, wait a minute, you asking me a question about this, which you already talked junk about me on while I wasn't here. So since you was talking junk about this topic, let me ask you a question. Do you even know about the topic? No. Do you have any knowledge about this? No. Did you read this in a credible source, from a credible source? No. So you just heard this, or people are just out here running. Yeah. So y'all are out here spreading misinformation with no hardcore facts, knowing that people out here will believe y'all. And the more he tried to clear that up, the more they kept trolling. But what they got to do with you being broke? And to him, I mean, to me, it looked like he was getting frustrated because they're trying to be messy in the middle of him trying to be an adult about them spreading misinformation on his name. That's what I collected. That's what I collected. And the more he tried to do that, the more they start cutting them off. Now, I'm not going to say envy and all the rest of them, but Charlemagne kept cutting them off, kept cutting them off, kept cutting them off, kept cutting him off. And he kept telling Charlemagne, that is triggering. Why are you doing that? Are you trying to trigger me? Are you trying to trigger me? Are you trying to trigger me? When all I saw was him trying to clear up his name. Y'all have said some stuff about me without no facts to back it up. I just know some stuff that Dame said came back is not all the way 100%. I don't know about the stuff they said, but I know some stuff that Dame said did not come back 100%. But a lot of stuff that they were saying when Dame was in their face trying to get answers on why they said what they said, they didn't have an explanation on why they said they said. They heard on the internet, so they were spreading what they heard. And Dame was like, no, this is how we end up divided. Because y'all think talking about calling somebody broke is a jab, or talking about somebody being broke is a jab. Like he said, if I was so broke, why they keep suing me for $100 million, $100 million, $50 million, all these millions of dollars if I ain't got it, if I'm broke? All I saw was, so people were like, Dame just wanted to take control of the narrative, as he should. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him, as he should. It's a lot of people out here that love taking people's name and running with their own narrative and spreading it. And then that person come back and try to correct you for the lies that you have spoken on their name when you're not even them. So how are you going to be speaking as if you're them, or speaking like you were there, like you're them, like you know the information, especially when you don't got no credible source, no hardcore facts, but you just speaking. Yes, there are people that should come and take that narrative back, because my name, the only way you're speaking against my name when you're not even me. You don't live and walk in my shoes, but you out here speaking as if what you're saying is true. You have no credible sources. So I'm all for taking control of a narrative that has your name attached to it. Sure is. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I'm finna come here and correct y'all. Like he did, he tried to come up there and correct them for the stuff they say. And they tell me, no, you trying to take control of the narrative. No, I'm correcting y'all. Y'all speaking on my name. And y'all don't want me to come in here and be like, you wrong. Stop you when you wrong. Stop you in the midst of your tracks trying to be messy. Yeah, but you broke and you ain't paid your child support. That's the mess that y'all do. Y'all want to divert from why I'm in here. I'm in here because y'all spread lies about me without having credible sources. So, next question. When he was calling Charlemagne gay, to me, it was like, as a man, he was like, as men, you know what I'm saying, we don't really dwell in girl stuff. Girl stuff is gossip. Yes, women sit around and gossip. They're messy. They'll take something that's true and times it by 10. They'll take something that's a lie and times it by 100. They're gonna times it, and they're gonna blow it bigger than what it is. You could have just been talking to somebody in a corner. Them like, I don't know what they was doing talking in the corner, but it looked like he was gay. He was standing all clothes, and then when somebody come in, who told you I was gay? Nobody. I just saw y'all standing in the corner. Yeah, but why did you go tell everybody I was gay? But when you standing in the corner with him, why was you standing in the corner like that? Looked real zesty. Don't get mad at me because you over there being zesty in the corner. That's how I looked at that interview. Like, wait a minute, how y'all gonna really try to switch this around? Like, you didn't go out here and start talking shit about me, and I'm coming in here saying, what made you say that? Oh, well, I saw you in a corner. Or I heard that you was in a corner with a dude. Don't you think this kind of zesty? It's not my fault that you be in secret corners with dudes. It's not my fault. So you damn skippy. When y'all people go out there and put narratives out like this, hell yeah. My name attached to it and you're lying. You're not finna just spread no narrative on me. I'm finna come clear it up. Now, you can say what you want after that, but I already said what I said about me. That's on you if you want to go out here and believe it and spread lies on something that you know about on somebody who you don't live as every day. So when him calling Charlemagne gay, it was like to him, that's not a masculine trait, going around gossiping and spreading misinformation, and you don't care if it's true or not. You trying to get a key. You trying to get a key. And to him, you know what I'm saying, that's a gay little trait. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about, I don't know, to me, it wasn't about, I guess, the sexuality, even though we know that's what gay is about. Gay is, you know, you have sex with the same sex. No. It's male on male. Gay is you have sex with males or whatever. A man have sex with another man, whatever. I don't think it's about that. I think there's a stigma out there that a lot of gay people are messy. They keep up mess. They start chaos and confusion. In the gay community, gay people they'll call you a sissy or being a faggot. You just running out here being messy, starting chaos and confusion. And so I think that's what, my opinion, could be wrong. I'm not speaking to him. But from what I heard, sound like that's what he was getting at. Like, you being messy, you being a little sissy, you acting like a little faggot. And it's okay that you're gay, but just say that. A lot of gay people, especially black, very unapologetic. Yup, right in the business, ain't hiding, very unapologetic. Gonna say it, gonna spread, not backing down. So from what it sounded like to me, it looked like that's what he was jabbing at. Like, because real OGs, they don't do all that. That's girl stuff. Real OGs trying to get to the money. Real OGs, we sit down and talk out our problems respectfully. If I have an issue with something you said about me and I came to you like a man, we respectfully sit down and we respect each other. Not try to be messy and I'm telling you, about my life that you're speaking on, and you're going to be messy and say, yeah, but I heard. Be able to weigh your credible source at. Yeah, but I heard. It's kind of like, dang, you're going to try to be messy anyways. So I can see it like, I can see it. I can see it. I can see what he was getting at. When I say I see it, I see what he's talking about, like the messiness part of it. I think that's what I comprehend. That's what he was calling like gay. Because a lot of men, I guess he sit around, they don't do that. A lot of men I've sat around as well, they don't do that. I must say. They don't sit around and be messy. Anybody being messy, you getting checked and you gotta go. And they gonna call you gay. They gonna call you gay. Now, is Charlemagne a representation of masculinity? No. I'ma take that bad. I'ma say he has his own way of being a man. Do I think Charlemagne is gay? Hell no. I don't think that Charlemagne is gay. Do I think he's a little messy? Yep. That's why T.S. Madison and Kaya always call him Charlemagne the forever living goddess. Because he's that straight man that'll go and put on a dress just to troll y'all. Don't be gay. Don't really probably even be messy. But just to be a little troll. Just to get people's panties in a bunch. Just to watch them crash out. He gonna go throw it on. That's how I look at Charlemagne. Charlemagne a king. He is a king. So I'm not gonna say he gay and he don't represent masculinity, because I get what Dame trying to say. I do. Is he a credible man you want to look up to? You know what I'm saying? Even as an OG. I get it. But yes, I think he's a different type of masculine man, Charlemagne. So I'm not gonna say I don't think Charlemagne is gay, no. Do I think he's a proper representation of masculinity? Maybe of he's a representation of like streamers or bloggers, or they're not out there working on cars. They not out there cutting grass. I don't know how to explain it. I don't see him as being less masculine. Let me just say that. I don't see Charlemagne as being less masculine because he likes to troll. So my statement on this, I feel like Dame shouldn't even came up there. Dame Dash should have never even came up there. Yeah, he walked in there and they John on people all day. They don't take nothing serious. That's what they do. So for Dame, he was serious. But to me, they was joking. They was joking. They were laughing at that man for trying to prove that he wasn't broke. Which is another thing I didn't like either. I'm like, well, dang, you a boss, you know what I'm saying? Why you up here trying to explain yourself to these? They not financially illiterate, but they were sure acting like it. When every time you ask them a question about it, nope, I don't know nothing. You tell me. I don't know. You tell me. They laughing. They playing. He's cutting you off. So I get what Dane was trying to do. He was trying to take control of his own narrative, as he should, as any of y'all should. Y'all should not let folks just be walking out here, can't put him on your name without you get some crazy. But one thing I learned in life, everything don't deserve a response. And silence is a lot of people's best friend. The truth will speak for itself. The truth stands. The truth don't need you to protect it. The truth is the truth. I get why some people want to protect their truth, because people will take the truth and turn and create a lie narrative around the truth that people actually believe. And before you know it, the truth is simmered out and the lie still remains. And people, they run with the lie and the truth be forgotten. The truth only left with the person that knows truth. Everybody else, they believe in the lie, projecting the lie, hovering the lie over your head, making the lie grow legs. But I did learn that everything don't deserve response, and the truth still stands. Like I tell y'all all the time, y'all need to take a little script out of Beyonce's book. She don't respond to nothing. She keep working. She keep working. She keep working. They'll figure out later they were lying and wasting their time. The joke's on you. I'm still over here working. But no shit, we gonna move right along. Damn, I spent like 30 minutes or something like that, 25 minutes on it.
I'm letting you have it right now because ain't nothing you can do about that. And while you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in. And my feet are so damn big. And who dressed me? I'm still going to be making my money. I don't even do this. But I'm so sick of black people and their bull. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, and you know, Lord, pray for me. Because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Okay? I'm not there yet. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist. And you are educated, and you are this, and you are that, and you are the other. Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself, because a degree ain't going to get your stupid into heaven. Find yourself, because being a keyboard thug on social media ain't going to do nothing but your ass whipped when somebody walk up on you that don't know, that you don't even know is watching you. I said what I said.
Well, she told y'all. Whoo, well, boy. Shout out to Kelly Price. Oh, so Kelly Price said, black women, you are some of the most nasty and most disrespectful people to each other. I told y'all. We just got done talking about Dame Dash. There was a lot of black people in them comments talking shit about that man. He just want to take control of his own narrative, as he should. You should even want to take control of your own narrative and not allow people to just run and say what they want about you. You know what I'm saying? Question is, do I agree with Kelly? I'm so sad to even say this, but I agree with Kelly Price. Yeah, I do. And it's sad because I really hate even saying that out loud. I hate admitting it. A lot of us don't venture outside of our community. Like, we see white folks, we see Asians, we see Jews, but we don't really venture outside of our culture. We may conversate with these people or maybe even befriend them, but a lot of black people are surrounded by other black people. They share the black culture. And so since we are around our own people, we see what other races do to each other, mostly on social media or every now and then throughout life. When I say every now and then throughout life, because we're not around these people, we're mostly around our own people. We want to be around our own people, you know? And so since we're around our own people a lot, or a lot of our own people follow us, or we're engaging with our own people, it shouldn't be no malice or no hate. I don't even know you. But it shouldn't be no malice or no hate, no discrimination, no body shaming. Because we black. We already know where all that be coming from. You know? So why project it on each other? Especially when we see stuff like this on social media and out here in life, people discriminating against each other. We already know how it feels for other people to do it, or we already saw what other cultures do to the black people. So why would you do it to each other? It's traumatizing. Remember yesterday we was talking. That's how a lot of people, black people, end up black MAGA. Somebody in the black community has traumatized them and they have not experienced that from another race. So they be like, y'all talk so bad about other races, but I've only experienced this bad stuff from my own community. I've only experienced this bad stuff from my own community. My question is, I understand where it came from. We've already talked about this. I understand where it came from. It's passed down through our blood. A lot of people don't even realize that, but it's in the blood. The white people have beat hatred and division. Hatred and division so bad that it's in our blood. They don't even have to teach it anymore. It's in the blood. It's already been passed down. It's already been passed down. And a lot of black people have started doing what white people do to us, to each other. And people like Kelly Price are tired of it. They're tired of being a black person's punching bag. They're tired of being on the other end of the disrespect from a black person. They're tired of black people being disrespectful and talking nasty on their lives when you don't even know them. You probably saw something in social media and decided to come over here and disrespect me. I don't even know you. I don't even know you for you to be coming over here disrespecting me. Like she said, a lot of y'all like to play internet thugs until you disrespect somebody, and then the person you disrespect walk up on you and bust you in your shit. Then you be like, what, over an Instagram post? Yes, because you acting like you would just say this to my face. You acting like if you was to ever see me in public, you would walk up to me randomly. And that comment that you was going to leave on social media that was so nasty and disrespectful, you swear that you'll just walk up in my face and pop off. When you don't even know me. I don't even know you. You sound and look crazy and insane. So yes, if somebody was to check you in real life you sat there and wrote that post as if you would stand in front of their faces and shout all that nasty, disrespectful stuff to that person, knowing damn well you won't. A lot of y'all won't. There's a lot of people on social media that talk shit about these people, but pay to go to their concert, pay to go see them, but was just crashing out on them on the internet. Was just talking shit. As soon as they walk by, oh, look, it's such and such from the internet. But you was just talking shit about them. Like I told y'all before, I understood the why a long time ago. It's really something passed down that black people are not really tuned in that they're doing to each other. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But I do agree with Kelly Price. Even me. You know what I'm saying? Black women can be very disrespectful. I wouldn't trade y'all for nothing. I know, as bad as y'all talk down and say y'all and talk y'all shit, I wouldn't trade y'all for nothing in the world. I love y'all. I love all my black people, women and men. I love black. I love us. I love us. Yes, we're flawed. Yes, we're not perfect. But baby, you black too. I wish all black people were like that, but they're not. Not all black people are that accepting. No, they're not. Because that hatred and that division is so deep in that DNA that they cannot decode it. They cannot decode it. But we're going to be moving right along. Shout out to you, Kelly Price. Shout out to you, Kelly Price. And to other black people that want to speak up and say something, say something. Don't shut your mouths now. If we was at the cookout and that person popped off on you, you would have popped off on her back. So keep the same energy on social media. If you got something you want to say it. Now, I'm not going to be promising that people ain't going to respond. But you do have the right. But like I just told y'all once before, a lot of stuff don't deserve a response. A lot of stuff don't. It makes it even worse. But I get some people, they tired of people spewing lies or seeing people spew lies on them, see people spew hate on them, see people throw shit on their name, and they ain't did nothing but exist. So shout out to you, Kelly Price. Yeah. I saw Kelly perform a few years ago, and she could sing, boy. Sing. So shout out to you, Kelly Price.
I used to think that being a simp was a bad thing until I actually looked at the men that other men were calling simps, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Are y'all calling men that treat women right simps? Are y'all calling men that can be honest with women simps? No, I think the simps are the straight men and the undercover men that cannot treat a woman right for the life of them because they don't like them are calling other straight men simps. Y'all, the straight men are the simps. I used to think that being a simp was a bad thing until I actually looked at the men that other men were calling simps, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Are y'all calling men that treat women right simps? Are y'all calling men that can be honest with women simps? No, I think the simps are the straight men and the undercover men that cannot treat a woman right for the life of them because they don't like them are calling other straight men simps. Y'all, the straight men are the simps.
Whew. Well, our simps, the straight men that call other men simps. What's your name?
Nature.
What does the word simp mean?
It means someone, usually a guy, who's overly nice or attentive to someone they like, often hoping for romantic attention, but coming off as desperate or lacking self-respect. Kind of like doormat behavior.
So that's the definition of a simp. It means someone, usually a guy, who's overly nice or attentive to someone they like, often hoping for romantic attention, but coming off as desperate or lacking self-respect. Kind of like a doormat. So that's what the word simp means. And it is such a blurred line there. And the blurred line is the often hoping for romantic attention. That's the blurred line right there when it comes to simp. Now, in the hood, a lot of men use simp. And I'm going to tell y'all how I started learning about the word simp. I started learning about the word simp because y'all know in the hood, there's always some man that's messing around on somebody else's girl, wife, or something. Right? The one that's messing around with the girlfriends, they're the men that call other men simps. It wasn't the women that was doing it. The women got hip to it because of the pillow talk they be doing with the cut buddy, the fuck buddy, the person they fucking around on their man with. That's how they call a help to the word. The man that was sleeping with the other dude's girlfriend be whispering in her ear about her nigga. And the reason why that nigga called him a simp is because he's able to fuck on that man's girlfriend. He's able to fuck on that man's girlfriend, and he knows, like, that nigga a little simp. He doing all that stuff, paying the bills, doing this, doing that, and she over here fucking me. She over here sucking me. She ain't even getting that nigga no pussy like that. Yeah, his dick might be too small. That's why she keep going over here to the cut buddy. He do everything else right, though. He a nice guy. He's sweet, honorable man, but he worked too much. So he always tired. So she got to get her rocks off. She over here at the cut buddy house. Or his D ain't really good or ain't big enough. So she always over here at the cut buddy house. But he's still taking care of bills, still being really, really nice to her, still being sweet. That's what I picked up on the word from simp. Was from the cut buddies that the women be fucking with. They the ones who whisper that shit in their motherfucking ear. And they carry that shit all the way back home. The first argument they get into, that's when the simp shit want to come up. And as I got older, I began to see another version of simp. Another version of simp is that I grew to know was somebody who's really into a woman. Oh, like they said, they overly nice. That's why I said it's a blurred line. They overly nice. They're very attentive to someone. But the blurred line that I heard was often hope for romantic attention. To me, when they say romantic attention, they saying that man doing all that stuff for, a little touchy feeling from the girl, but the girl don't really like him, and he knows that she don't like him, but he's still buying her stuff and still doing for her and letting her run all over him, which means he keeps spending the bag, but she still got an attitude. In hope that she'll give him some pussy, or hope that she'll give him some type of romance. That's why I said the blurred lines is right there, because that's why I go back to what I was saying before. It's the fuck buddies that's blurring that line. To me, they the one. That's why I first started hearing it from people who fuck off on other people's girls and stuff. That nigga a simp, and they say he a simp because she over here fucking him. He ain't checking the D's, or he ain't paying attention a little closer because she don't even like you. The money you just gave her, she came over here and bought me a pair of shoes. She put that in her gas tank, came right over here. Then they start putting other men on to this type of action. That's why we got a lot of men out here that ain't sweet. They not sweet because they don't want to look like a simp. Look like a simp mean you bought her flowers, you took her on her dates, she ain't gave you no pussy. You did all that, she ain't give you none. But she was fucking homeboy around the street. Met him at Publix. Fucked him 5 minutes later. But your ass over here taking on dates, trips, and all this stuff, and she don't even like you like that. So over time, I see that women looked at that as a weakness. Like, they might not have said it out loud, but their actions, you know what I'm saying? Their actions show like they don't like that. A lot of them, even women that say, I don't want no man I can run over. I've heard a lot of women say that. I don't want no man I can run over. That's a version of that. That is a version of that. That man doing all this type of stuff, but you're not reciprocating that. That's a simp. So to go back to what she was saying, the simps are the straight DL men. I don't know about the DL part, but to me, a simp, the definition is almost spot on. There's a blurred line with the hope for romantic attention. Because maybe, to me, a lot of simps, they're overly nice and attentive because they really are into you. That's why I think the definition kind of fits, but then like I told you, I learned it from over here, so I get what y'all trying to say, but no. Ladies, I think y'all have fucked off on y'all men and done all kind of stuff that y'all ain't got no business doing, and y'all have entered that blurred lines with those fuck buddies, that narrative, that blurred line narrative of thinking that a simp is somebody that you could just run over when like a doormat. And a lot of these men got y'all thinking that with Russell Wilson, Steph Curry, how he takes up for his wife, Aisha. Y'all call them type of men simps. Yeah, they over there talking about Russell a simp. He lame. I just got done telling y'all this about a week ago. They be talking junk about Russell. He lying. He a simp. He wear Hawaiian shirts and do this and do that. I'm like, how? Because Sierra would have never dated him. She likes men like Future. So when women can't have options, matter of fact, women can't meet a man who turned them on to a better situation or a better type of man. That's what I think happened in Sierra's situation. She met a man that put her on. Like, I know you've been tore down and tore up in the spotlight. Put down as a mother, put down as a lover, put down. And I'm going to show you that all of that is appreciated. I'm going to love all along and appreciate all those things. Oh, he a simp. He a simp. That nigga lame. What? Ladies, go get y'all a simp. Yeah. Because the men that y'all fucking around on, that's whispering this bullshit in y'all ear, those niggas are never going to marry y'all. They're never going to be attentive to you. Overly attentive to you. They're never going to be overly attentive. They're never going to be really overly nice. And for some reason, I see a lot of women like that. They like their nigga a little mean. They don't want him to be too damn nice. They don't want him to be too damn attentive. They want him to be a little mean. It's like, y'all have switched out the husbands or potential husbands that are overly attentive and overly nice for the cut buddy mentality. The thugs, the ones that ain't overly attentive, the ones that are overly nice. Y'all traded it out. And now y'all waking up to like, well, damn, this nigga got good D, but he's not nice to me. He's not sweet to me. He's not attentive to me. He want to fuck me and just don't put out, don't do nothing. Yeah, because them niggas, they like I told y'all, them the ones I heard using the word simp. They don't want to be looked at as no simp. Overly nice to no woman. Overly attentive to no woman just so she can go out here and screw your homeboy. Just so she can go out here and be lying. That's why they always talking about, he all be lying. A lot of men now, they're not nice like that. They do enough just to get enough. But they're not overly nice and they're not overly attentive. Listen at the music. When you're in a car with a man, they don't play no lovey-dovey music. All the music be fucking on that bitch dead, fucking on that bitch dead. Them simps, they playing love music. They taking you on dinner dates. Yeah. Sweet, romantic. And then you leave a date and go hook up with your cut buddy and tell him, I just had me a nice date with this nigga. I fuck that simp ass nigga. Being all mean and shit like that make a bit pussy with. I don't know what the fuck. If I did some shit like that and somebody talking shit like that after somebody was just very, very nice to me, and you gonna talk shit about that person, I look at your character. I think about, well, this motherfucker took me out. Have your motherfucking ass been overly nice to me, but you want to talk shit about somebody who is appreciative of me? They'll turn around and say shit like people like that look at people's character like that. Oh, you just want somebody to lick and kiss your ass, and you want somebody to... No, I want somebody to appreciate me, to be attentive to me, to be nice to me. And if they're overly doing it, you going above and beyond to show me, to get my attention. Shit, I need to stick around to see how long you gonna be attentive, how long you gonna be nice, how long you gonna do that. Cause I ain't never heard nobody say they don't like nobody being overly nice to them. They don't like nobody being attentive to them. Even though some people don't like people being too nice or being too attentive. But for girls, they love for you to be attentive. They love for you to be nice to them. Ladies, to answer her question again, I don't think it's the DL straight men. You know, they might be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? The DL ones that don't really like women, they may or may not be a small smidget. But really, it's just the straight men, the ones that have been cheated on by a woman, the ones that don't trust women, the ones that fuck off on women, know that you got a husband or you got a man at home, but you come over here and let me fuck you. Hell no, I'm not gonna be overly nice and overly attentive when I've experienced that girls be doing little stuff like that. And a lot of men have. That's why they're not nice and overly attentive anymore. They ain't not finna be considered as a simp. And anybody else who overly nice, that's why I had to cancel that romantic part. Like that romantic attention part. See, that's the blurred line. That's the spell. He don't doing that because he trying to boy. That bitch don't even want to fuck him. Ladies, why? If anything, y'all using this man, then y'all going back over here, then y'all give them the validation to call other men simps. Whether you believe it or not. A lot of women don't walk around saying that word simp. Like I told y'all, they show it in their actions, especially when they got a little attitude. And then they done went over here to the cut buddy house and he done knocked a few screws loose down there. And then you go home, he giving everything you need. He's attentive of everything, but he got little dick energy. Or he work all the time, or, you know what I'm saying? Women start thinking just like the men. He done whispered in y'all ear, they ain't too nice, they ain't this, he ain't that. They had y'all on the wrong side. Y'all waking up like, wait a minute, y'all don't even like us like that. Look how you treat me. You don't even treat me nice. You're not even attentive to me like that. That's why she was saying what she's saying, like, wait a minute. It gotta be the DL men who don't really like women. Because what the hell? Where did we get this from? That's where y'all got it from. Y'all were blind because y'all over there getting your motherfucking coochie scratched. Wake up. That's what it be boiling down to. That's what it boils down to. I know a lot of y'all don't be thinking that, but yes, it boiled down to that pillow talk. Got y'all thinking that really nice men are not like Russell Wilson and Steph Curry. They too overly nice. They too attentive. They let their women run all off of them. Or Aisha always looking for an opportunity to bash Curry. Every opportunity she gets, she disrespecting that man by saying this and saying that. Mm-hmm. Good thing they got strong men. Men's egos are fragile. They're fragile. And they got strong men that won't be like, maybe I am a simp. Maybe she is embarrassing me. Mm-hmm. Then they're going to start turning like the cut buddy. They're less attentive. They're less attentive. And they're going to start stop being overly nice. And then they've been sucked into the narrative. They done been sucked into the narrative. Slowly but surely, men like that end up wifeless and 5, 6, 7, 8 wives. All kind of shit. The woman ain't got no husband. She out there with the cut buddies that call men like him simps. They not being attentive. They're not overly nice. They're not putting no money in your pocket like that. You know? First question of the day. No one talks about how boring dinner dates are. We just got done talking about simps and women like dinner dates. Especially in an open public setting. We get to talk, get to know each other. It's not about no sex. It's about a good vibe, a good ambiance, a good time. Not just sitting around in the house and sitting around. Oh, no, let's go out to dinner and have a conversation and maybe a drink or something. Or, there's nothing wrong with that. Dinner dates don't even have to be out. They could be at the house or in a different type of setting that you set up. What's boring about getting to know somebody over dinner or talking to somebody over dinner? Like, Sierra said this. Y'all call her man a simp. And then one, y'all, there are men out there. Remember that. There are men out there calling men like him simps. He takes Sierra on a date every Friday. That's their date. They go on some type of date every Friday. They go to dinners and and it keeps the romance alive. The romance. A lot of y'all are not even romantic anymore. A lot of y'all don't even know what romantic is. No, dinner dates are not boring. You're probably the boring one on the dinner date. That's all. What you trying to do? Just go straight to the bedroom because you can just say that. If you don't want to sit down and have a good, nice, romantic time, and you want to skip all of that and just go straight to the bedroom, then you can just go ahead and get that out. Are y'all okay? Ooh, where's the love? Hey! Oh, where is the love? Whew, moving right along.
A black woman dates outside of her race. She's dating the person who actually accepts her. When a black man is dating outside of his race, he's dating who he accepts. So just keep that in mind and be very, very dubious of the black men who love to falsely pander to black women by making music and art, declaring black women as goddesses and shea butter and melanin glistening and black girl magic, but your baby mum and the entirety of your dating history has been light-skinned women / mixed race, ambiguous, and I would even throw in white women in there. And that's another reason why desire is political, because politics is also a performance. You know, men can perform desire, right? And that's why black women need to be more dubious of black men, because there'll be black men who will tell you what they think you want to hear. Oh, melanin princess. You know, people must tell you that being dark-skinned ain't attractive. I think your skin is so beautiful. They're hoping that you're insecure enough to be like, me? You find me beautiful despite my dark skin? Well, I'm falling in love with you. That's what they want. That's what they want to happen. But don't be scared of politics. Politics isn't something to be scared of. It's something you have to confront head on.
Question is, when a black woman dates outside her race, she's dating who accepts her. Black men dates who they accept. Do I agree? Do I disagree? I agree. And I only agree slightly with her is because what she said was kind of the same thing. She dates who accepts her. Black men date who they accept. So she dates who accepts her, a man. Black men date who they accept. A man gotta accept you. The black man who they accept. So to me, she said the same thing. Just saying. Maybe I comprehended that wrong. Maybe. I don't know. I ain't here to be right. I ain't here to be wrong. I'm just talking. I get what she's trying to say, though. Like, a black woman who dates outside her race, she dates who accepts her. So if she's dating outside her race, she must not have been accepted by her race. So someone else outside of the race is going to accept her. Black men only will date who they accept. So that can be any color, any race. It's not because he was denied acceptance by his own black community. No, he does the picking of who he wants to accept, not who accepts him. He don't care if you don't accept him. I accept you. Now, if you want to come, you can. If you don't, any more people want to come along, I accept you. Which one of y'all want to come with me? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why she said it like that, because she see a lot of black men who are attracted to lighter skinned women, like Puerto Ricans, white, and stuff like that. And then when it comes to a black girl, he'll play on her mental. You know, like, oh, You so beautiful. You so beautiful, and you're dark skinned. But knowing that he manipulated you, because really, when you go through his search history, you see nothing but Puerto Ricans and whites. But he done came over here playing like he accept me, playing like he accept me as woman, when that's just a manipulation tactic, just to get what he want out of you. But he really don't like you or accept you like that. He's playing like he do. That's a manipulate tactic. That's why she's calling it out, because a lot of black men, as soon as they get it, you know, they're not able to get the woman they accept, the light skin or the white, so they'll settle for the dark skin. And the moment they get into it with her, or the moment the light skin or the white girl come along, they'll leave the black girl because he accepted her. You know what I'm saying? So when he not accepting her anymore and go accept Puerto Rican or light skin or white, the moment they get into an argument, there he go accepting Puerto Rican, white, and light skin. So I kind of get what she's saying. Let me go to the comments, see what they talking about. This is so real. My comments are currently filled with the fury and vitriol of black men upset that I married a white man. All I did was fall in love. Dang. Ooh. Let me see what they talking about. You married a white and created a more acceptable version of a mixed race kid. His ancestors ate yours. Oh. They're tearing her up over here. If you see a black woman with a white man, believe he wasn't her first, second, or third option. She tried it with a black man first, versus they off rip don't like us and choose white women. Let me see what they're saying, the responses. But aren't these millions of black men she never met? It just doesn't make logical sense to say she tried with a black man as if we are just some type of disposable commodity, and go to a white man simply because he is white is a whole nother conversation. Oh, y'all are proving what she's saying. Like, a lot of black men just don't accept her being a black woman. Like, a lot of black men out here complain about women having attitude, black women having attitudes, the angry black woman, not getting a sew in, wearing her natural hair too much, her skin is too dark. It's so many things we're coming with being a black woman where they are not accepted by black men. Men choose who they accept, right? Black men are not choosing these women. Since y'all like to be Christians and follow the Bible says a man who finds a wife. A man who finds, which means the man chooses the woman, not the woman supposed to choose the man. That's the problem we have in here. A lot of y'all men want to be chosen. And then when y'all chosen, y'all are usually chosen by a girl who you don't even accept or like that for real, but you will settle for. That's what she's talking about. A lot of women, have tried with black men. Tried, which means they got tired of waiting on a black man to pursue them, and went and tried to pursue black men. Just to come and find out they don't even accept us or like us like that. They be like, oh well, you ain't went through enough men. I'm a woman, I shouldn't be pursuing men. And then you got this white man or this different race or this Asian man that came and pursued me. That came and accepted me. Like she said, a black woman dates outside her race. A black woman that dates outside her race, dates who accepts her. This white man came over here, pursued me, and accepted me. I didn't have to go out here and pursue them. Acceptance. Treating them with kindness. Overly nice. Overly attentive. Y'all call a lot of white men simps. Simp. And a lot of them, a lot of white, Asian, and other races that come contact with our black queens, they treat them like black queens. I don't see too many of, when it comes to black women dealing with different races of men, different ethnicities of men. A lot of them are getting treated with love. They're getting treated overly nice. They're getting treated attentive. A lot of black men be like, hell no, I ain't treating that bitch overly nice. I'm not being too attentive to that bitch. But then you got somebody that come over there and hold your hand and your foot. I'll be overly nice to you. I'll be overly attentive to you. I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Black men, like she said, there's another reason they feel like y'all treat them so bad because you really don't want to date them. You want to go date some Puerto Rican, some light-skinned woman, or some white woman. Now, her situation, she ain't call y'all gay or DL. She just said y'all need to be honest that y'all want to go talk to a light-skinned Puerto Rican or a white because check they porn history. Check they history on Instagram, Snapchat. Check it. You'll see if they like dark-skinned girls. You'll see if they really like a big girl. You'll see. And they know. Like I said, the moment they get a little attitude, you gone. So the moment the next light skin or white come along, you gone. Just sharing. I kind of feel what she's saying. I do. All right, moving right along. All right, y'all. We come to the last question of the day. Question. What's your biggest financial regret? And keep it 100. So my biggest financial regret is, in the past, I went to college for accounting and finance and a minor in business. Okay? And so I always had knowledge of money. But when it came time to invest or really put my all into it, I hold on to it. And then end up spending the money. And then get it back. Hold on to it. Hold on. Not release the money, just keep a tight grip on it. Got 1,000 or two, a few thousand in the bank. Knowing dang on well I can take that, use it as collateral. Try to get a loan on a business or try to buy something that will help grow a business or reinvest it into a business. Just hold on to it. Not realizing that over time, I'm slowly chipping away at it until it's gone. Chipped away at it for 2 or 3 years. 36 months. And then it's gone. Nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. And over time, that would piss me off. Until one day I just got tired and said, the next money I'm getting, every time I get it, I'm going to throw it into this, reinvest it into this. Because I already know the outcome. If I hold on to this money, it ain't going to do nothing but slowly slip my grasp. That's my biggest financial regret. Holding on to money. And I learned some of the biggest billionaires and people like Dame Dash who's seen millions of dollars, they don't have no money. That's why they kept calling, they don't have physical cash. They have equity. And that's what I think Dame was doing. Dame got a lot of equity. He kept saying, all my money went into starting businesses for my family. All my family get to eat. My family got their names on buildings. He has equity. The equity, yes, is bigger than every time. They don't physically hold on to no type of money. They invested and invested and invested. Every time they get some money, invest. Before you know it, you got a whole bunch of investments sitting around with equity in them. A line of credit. So I'm learning, y'all. You got a vision. Come up off them, put your money where your mouth is and do it quickly. The moment you get it, don't second guess yourself. Don't go on no vacation. Don't go shopping. Don't go to the club and buy no fucking section. Reinvest it into your business. T.S. Madison got a famous quote, step your pussy up. Step it up. That's what she talking about. Step it up. You're a prostitute and you getting a little money. Step it up another notch. Go into video investment. After the video investments, go into video production. Invest your money into video production. After you done invest your money for video production, start your own company where you hire others. Step it up, and keep going up the ladder. Before you know it, you got your own porn company. Making millions and millions of dollars. Porn is $1 billion industry and you just became a part of that. You stepped it up and keep going up the damn ladder. Then you got your own website where everybody subscribe to your porn shit. Keep stepping it up and stepping it up and stepping it up and stepping it up. The money you started with, you invested in it, invested it, and invested. You didn't just sit on it. You didn't just sit on it and keep chipping away at it. Keep shopping. Keep buying this. Keep going on vacations. Keep doing this. Keep doing that. Thinking that, I used to have that thought in my head. You can live today and be gone tomorrow. You can't think like that. You should be trying to better yourself. So, that's one of my biggest financial regrets. I must say. One of my biggest financial regrets is holding on to money. In order for us to receive money, it's not called currency for no reason, like a water current. It needs to constantly keep flowing. Cash flow. Cash flow. I learned that in one of my biggest regrets. But I know now. Come up off of it. All right. We have come to the end of the show. I would like to thank each and every last one of you all for tuning in today. Everything that you heard here today are allegations brought to you through the media for laughs, giggles, opinions, and deep discussion. If you haven't already, follow me on all social media platforms. TikTok is at kvng.quay. Facebook is at Jaquavius Martin. And Instagram is at the.jq.show. Thank you all for tuning in today. And I will see you all later.